For decades, climate change has been treated like a future problem, something to debate, defer, and solve later. But scientists have been clear. Climate change isn't on its way, it's here, and has already shaped our world in ways that cannot be undone. But what do those changes look like? How does this affect our natural disasters, our seasons, and food? This project explores those questions through data-driven scenarios of what our future could look like, allowing the evidence to speak for itself, and letting you decide what it means. In order to provide viewers with a holistic picture of the future, we provide static graphs that present data across temperature, precipitation, and regional impact, all together to show viewers not just that the Arctic is warming quickly, but how much faster relative to everywhere else, and how those changes depend on the emission paths we take. Other explanations often abstract the data into digestible sound bites that can feel distant or politically charged. Our scrollable scenario driven format keeps the raw data in front and center while giving enough context to make it meaningful, empowering viewers to draw their own conclusions.
So for interactive visualization, it's made up of different SVG layers, and we use a D3 geo ortho projection to project the different data points from CMIP data scenarios onto our globe. And then it also features such as like individual like data points selection, so we can like see specific areas and how much they change. We can scroll, pan around the globe, zoom in, select it between different scenarios, select between temperature and precipitation, different decades, and more.
Our final takeaway is that climate change is not one fixed future. CMIP6 shows that emissions choices create very different outcomes by 2100, by the end of the century. Across all scenarios, the planet warms, but high emissions pathways push the Arctic and vulnerable regions into much more extreme heat and shifting rainfall patterns. The key takeaway is that every fraction of warming avoided changes the map, making today's pathway choices much easier and matter.